Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Action Creature. I'm finally back. I recently moved and I just haven't had time to do reviews. I've been busy and my setup is completely different now, so I've been trying to set up a better setup. and I don't know, the first thing I tried didn't work out too well, so I scrapped it, and now I'm just kind of winging it because I got in Mecha-King Ghidorah today, and I just wanted to get this video up just because it's an awesome figure. I just want to show you guys, and I'll fix my setup probably the next video or so and have it looking better. But for now, this will have to do. So anyways, today we're looking at the SH Monsterarts Mecha-King Ghidorah from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. And I actually passed on this figure the first time it came out. I didn't mean to pass on it. It was just kind of one of those things where I was like, oh, I want to get it, but I have Ghidorah. Do I really need to? I don't know if I have the space. Well, now I have the space, and they reissued it, so I was like, perfect, great. Uh, I will say the one thing that sucks is it doesn't come with the Dorats like the first release did. And I really wish I had those. Hopefully one day I could just track those down separately. That's pretty much the only negative with this figure, honestly. It just doesn't come with the Dorats. So we'll start off with detail, then go to articulation, then size comparisons, and we will call it a day. So first, let's go over the detail. All right, so starting off with the three heads here. They all look great. They're painted really well. I would say I have the original Ghidorah, and I would say they're painted better than that. If you, sorry about that. If you look close to the, if you look close at the eyes here, they actually look pretty nice. They got like a little snake eye look going on. I like that. The tongue and teeth are all painted pretty clean. You know, they don't have like yellows or anything, or like a second wash to, you know, the teeth to really bring them out. They're just kind of plain white, but that'll do. Let me zoom back out here. Okay. The horns, they did come a little bit warped in the package, but if you just warm them up, they'll be fixed. You can kind of see it on this one. I haven't warmed them up yet, so once I do that, they'll probably be a lot better. But anyways, on to the star of the show. We have the mech head, and this thing is looking really awesome. I love the translucent green eyes. It kind of looks like this missile on his head is a little bit off-centered, so I'm going to see if this has articulation. It definitely does not. So if you're looking at him straight on, I think you guys can see what I'm saying. Like the missile is kind of pointing to the right a little bit. That's all right. If you heat it up, you might be able to bend it back. Don't really bother me, especially when you're just looking at it with the naked eye. You really can't tell. One thing that you can tell is the jaw. It looks like it's just on a straight peg, so it's able to pivot weird sometimes. Like it can go crooked. So if you open yours up and his jaw looks all broken and messed up, you can just twist it. See what I mean? Just twist it side to side. And you can get it looking straight. Okay. The necks all look really good. It's just a nice solid gold. Looks really nice. These parts right here are actually die cast. When you feel them, they're just cold metal. This chest piece is plastic. I don't think there's any other die cast on the figure besides these hinges. The wings look really good too. Actually, this tail right here, this part is also die cast. But yeah. Sorry guys, this is a really huge figure. My setup isn't really prepared for it. Sorry if you keep hearing like a scratching sound on the mic. I keep looking down too far. But yeah, the sculpt is, you know, freaking clean. It looks awesome. Monsterarts really excels at mechs. But yeah. So as far as the detail goes, I mean, it's a 10 out of 10. It looks just like Mecha-King Ghidorah did in the movie. So I'm happy with that. So up next, we will go to Articulation. All right, so as for the heads, you can get the middle head to look all the way up. And it will look about this far down. This one is the most limited because of how the joints actually are. Like there's not a lot of room for extra articulation since they can't be curved like the regular head is. So this is the most limited head. So it'll go down about that far. You can go left. You can go left pretty nice. And same thing with the right side. As for these other heads, oh, and I guess I should mention that, yes, the jaw is on a hinge, like I mentioned earlier. And head can swivel. Every joint can swivel. They're all ball joints. One thing I did forget to mention in detail is that he does have the missile in his mouth too, and that's really cool. And like I was saying earlier, the jaw likes to look a little wonky, but you can easily fix it. Alright, so as for articulation on these heads, they go all the way up as well. Scoot them back a little bit. All the way up. I could probably even go a little bit past that. Let's see how far down they can go without popping it off. So about that far down. The jaw is also on a ball joint. And I don't think the tongue is articulated. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not articulated, so don't go trying to articulate it. You might be able to move it side to side, I think. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it is articulated, but just side to side, not up and down. So don't go cranking on it upwards, or you'll probably break it off. All right, as for the wings, they can go really far forward since they're just on a regular hinge. So about that far forward. And freaking all the way back. The top view so you can see how far back that's going. Oh, you know what? I did just notice something on the wings. Looks like a glue or something on the wings right here. Not too noticeable, and I'm glad it's on the back, but you know, that might upset people, so figure I'd point it out. So as for the torso joint, it rocks back and forth just the smallest bit. It will go up a little bit, and it will go down a tiny bit, basically nothing. On the chest here, these open for those accessories that he comes with to grab Godzilla. I'm not going to be showing you those accessories just because it's just I don't feel like dealing with it. I feel like no one's ever actually going to use them. They're cool if you want to take pictures and stuff, but I will not be using them. And I believe this part right here comes out too, so you can put in that accessory. As for the legs, let's see. They don't go forward. They do go back a good bit. The knees are on double joints. They go back about that much, and they can straighten out a good amount. They can also swivel a little bit, but not a whole lot, so don't crank on it too hard. As for the ankles, there is a nice ankle pivot. You can see goes about that far in and that far out. They do go down. And they do go. No, they don't go up. They just straighten out a little bit. As for the tail, it's about the same as the necks. But as far as Monsterarts go, I feel like the Ghidorah tails look the best out of all of them. They just are so seamless and satisfying. It's not the craziest range. It's not like Final Wars Godzilla, but you know, you can get all kinds of crazy poses with these things. All these ball joints are lovely. So let me fix this. All right, so that's articulation for you. Up next, I'm going to show you guys the wing accessories, and then we will get into size comparisons. All right, so here are the wing accessories, and now we can kind of get a closer look at the detail for the wings. Oh, and you know what? These parts of the wings right here are actually die cast as well. They're cold metal. But yeah, where Godzilla freaking shot his breath on the wings, it looks really nice, you know? There are definitely holes in the wings. Looks good. I will say this joint right here is really tight, so just be careful of that. Just be mindful. But, you know, it is good. It's tight, so they won't be super loose and flopping. Overall, though, the weight of the wing is really light, and that's how it should be, because if they're too heavy, it's just going to put too much stress on the joint itself, and it's just not a good time. But yeah, this is a nice tight hinge. I just want to let y'all know it is tight, so just be mindful of that. The top part is also die cast, which is really nice. We'll just look at the other wing real quick. Looks really good. These parts, just so you know, are not die cast, so try not to drop it, or those will definitely snap off. Another tight joint as well. Yeah, overall they look really good. So let's get into size comparisons. All right, so for size comparisons, I have Mecha-King Ghidorah in the most neutral pose you can get. So for the first comparison, we have Godzilla 1989. The 91 should be coming out pretty soon, hopefully going up for pre-order, so he'll go with this Mecha-King Ghidorah really nicely. But if I had to guess, I would say that 91 would probably be around the same size as 89. And this looks really good together. Kind of stand him in front here. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like how they go together, and I'm glad we're getting more Heisei designs from the Monsterarts line, because all the repaints were getting kind of annoying, so new designs are always welcome. I do wish they would do more Showa, but I'm sure that time will come eventually. So there is 89. Up next, we got the Hiya Godzilla, the star of social media right now. Everyone freaking loves this figure. Everyone is loving Hiya and all the stuff that they're putting out. And I gotta say, I love it too. I'm really excited for their King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra. They all look really good. So here he is with Hiya Godzilla. And, you know, this looks nice because I'm pretty sure Legendary Godzilla is bigger than the Heisei design. So this is probably maybe somewhat in scale. I'm not sure, but it looks good to me. Up next, sorry about that, we got Hia, King Kong. And finally, we have SH Monsterarts 2019 Godzilla. And this looks good as well. Ghidorah should always be bigger than Godzilla, and Monsterarts did that, so it works. But yeah, guys, so that's going to be it for this review. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching and hanging in there with me. I know my editing style isn't the most amazing, but I just enjoy action figures and just kind of want to share that with as many people as I can. So if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate you watching, and y'all have a good day.